Hello, good morning, good evening, or good night. Today I'll be showing you Emu. Yes, another meta deck. I love meta, to be honest. This deck, like, is really cool. I've tested it since OP13 was in beta for on the sim, and I just love this. There are some proxies in here. Proxies, mainly because some lad from my LGS borrowed them, and then I just forgot to get them back. So yeah, we'll get onto the deck profile. Of course, we'll start off with our leader, Emu. So its attribute is mystery. We do not know what it is, which is fair enough. Yes, I know you'll probably see the symbol. That's right here, and then the phone. We don't talk about the glare. Uh, so yeah, you can literally see my my setup for this through the emu glare, but it is what it is. So emu, what it does is under the rules of this game, you cannot include event cards with over the cost of 1. As well as in the beginning of the game, you can place a Mirijois type stage card from your deck, and its activate main effect is once per turn you may trash one of your Celestial Dragons type character, or one card from your hand, draw one card, as well as 5k leader and 4 life. So yeah, pretty strong leader overall. No wonder why it's 4 life. No wonder why it's meta. So yeah, we'll get onto the deck profile. Of course, our stages, we have one Empty Throne and one Mirijois. So I'll have the card over here, but I'll still explain it. So we'll start off with Mirijois. It's only here for the mirror. It's a 1 cost stage. Your turn, the cost of playing Celestial Dragon type characters. Cards with the cost of 2 or more from your hand are reduced by 1. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And the Empty Throne, the most strongest stage in existence. So it is a 7 cost. Doesn't matter too much because you just bypass it with Leader's Effect, obviously. And then your turn, if you have 19 or more cards in your trash, your leader gains 1k. Pretty cool. And activate main, it can rest itself along with 3 other Dawn cards. Play a 5 Elders type character card with a cost equal to or less than the number of your Dawn cards on your field from your hand. It just cheats out stuff. It's insane. I love it so much. I know the camera quality isn't great, but it is what it is. Celestial Dragons, we have our Searcher, 4 of them. Saint Shalria, she's a 1 cost, 1k counter, and 0 power. She's a range type attribute character. Don't think that matters too much. On play, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Celestial Dragon type character. Wait. Type card other than itself. Oh, I didn't know that. And add it to your hand. Then trash the rest of and add and then trash a card from your hand. It's pretty nice. It's really nice, especially since it's common as well. Like, this deck is really cheap. I think, what is it? 5 Elders went down from like €5 to €3. That's insane. It's like you can build this deck for like €15, €12. Yeah. So yeah, Shalria, pretty cool. Next we have 2 copies of Saint Charlos. I do like Charlos. Because it is a blocker, 2 cost, 0 attack, and 1k counter. On play, trashes a card from the top of your deck. Well, it's a blocker, so that's pretty nice. Not much to say about it. Like, I see some lists that aren't playing it. I understand why they aren't, but yeah, I like playing him because he's a trump blocker. Next is our last is our Saint Miosgard. He is a 2 cost, 0 power character with the Wisdom attribute. Did I mention it's 2k counter? On play, if you have 3 or less life cards, play up to 1 Marie Joie stage card with the cost of 1 from your trash. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, not much to say about Miosgard. Next, we have our 5 Elders, or the Gorose. So we are running our 4 copies of each of these. So we have 4. 4 cost 5k, 1k counter, Saint J. Garcia, Saturn. They all share the same effect of if you have 7 or more cards in your trash, this character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. That's pretty nice. They all share the same effect, as well as J. Garcia's Saturn's effect is on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add a 5 Elders type card, add it to your hand, and then place the rest on the bottom in any order. So it is weaker compared to the other searches, but not at the same time, since you can swing with it. So it counts as it is a Gorosei, so that's nice. So yeah, that's J. Garcia Saturn. Next we have 4 copies of our Saint Topman Watakuri. So it's also a 4 cost, 5k and 1k counter as well. It's a blocker in addition to the protection as well. And on KO, draws a card. Not much to say there. It's pretty cool. We play 4 Saint Marcus Mars. It's removal as well as its blocker. So on play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 5 or less. Pretty nice. As well as its 6 cost, 5k power, 1k counter. They all have 5k power. And all of them except for Jupiter have 1k counter. Jupiter is the only one with 2k counter, and they all have 5k. And they all have the protection effect, as I mentioned earlier. Probably should have stated that earlier, but it is what it is. Next we have our 6 cost, or other 6 costs, and that's Ethan Baron v Nuzjuro. V probably stands for Venus, but it is what yeah, we can't really confirm that. As Rush, and when attacking, it can, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, give up to one of your opponent's minus 2k power during this turn. Pretty nice. Lastly, our last Godosei member is our Saint Shepherd Jupiter. Has the protection effect, as I said earlier, and your turn, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, set the base power of all of your Godosei type characters to 7k. Yeah, it's a 7 cost character as well. It doesn't matter too much. Like, you use them either as 2k or just play them off of the next card that's coming up, which is your biggest combo piece. It does require a bit of setup, requiring you to have all 5 Godosei members, and that is, of course, our Godosei. Well, 5 elders. It's 10 cost, 12k power. It's a slash and special type attribute character. It's a brick. Doesn't really matter too much. Activate main. If your leader is Emu, you may rest in 1 more Dawn and trash 1 card from your hand. Trash all of your characters and play up to 5 5 Godosei type characters with 5k power and different character names from your trash. So theoretically, if it can kill itself and just bring itself back, yeah. It is not a once per turn, which is interesting. That's interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. Say there's something that I can do with that. That's interesting. Yeah, I have the card over there anyways, so yeah. It doesn't activate me, just really dumb. Huh. I wonder what I can do with that. Oh well. Yeah. That's pretty much the Godosei. It does require you to have at least 1 of each of the Godosei in your trash. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. You're cooking them. Next we have our events. Of course, we can only use 1 cost events. We have 5 elders at your service. It's a 1-drop. And look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add a Celestial Dragon type's character other than this card. And then add it to your hand, then trash the rest. Pretty simple. Next is our 4 copies of the World's Equilibrium Cannot Be Maintained Forever. It's a 1 cost, activate main. You may rest an additional 5 Dawn cards. If the only characters on your field are Celestial Dragon type characters, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 6 or less. So base cost, that's pretty nice. As well as your counter. Of course, it's a 1 cost counter. Your leader gains 3k power this turn. During this battle, sorry. Jesus, was this turn? I love that. Next up is our last event. We only run 2 copies, and that's a 1 cost event called Never Existed in the First Place. It's a main effect. It can rest an additional Dawn card. If your leader is Emu, KO up to one of your opponent's stages with cost of 7. So yeah, it's good in the mirror if they do want to play out the Empty Throne. And counter is, if your leader is Emu, up to one of your leader or characters gains 4k. I'm not 100% sure if I want to play this at 4. I really do, but it's decent because, like, the other 2 events, well, the other counter event has a better effect. But this gives 4k to either leader or character, so yeah. I'll make that decision at some point. Next, we have 2 copies of Shirahoshi. It's from OP05. It's over there. I don't remember what it does. I think it's a 1 cost, 0 power, 2k counter with a on play. God, what is it? It returns 2 cards from your trash, and if your opponent has 6 or more cards in their hand, they trash a card. Pretty much, I think that's their effect. Not 100% sure. It's over there, anyways. Lastly is 2 copies of Stussy, and that's a non-cost, 9k power brick. You may trash one of your characters, KO up to one of your opponent's characters. Yeah, so it's just removal. So that's pretty much the whole entire deck. That's Emu for you. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like. Not really, I'm not going to force you. And subscribe if you want to. So yeah, that's Emu. Really cool. At very basic level deck that you can just like build off of. Yeah. Goodbye.